welcome back to Thornapple Creek Farms, guys. I got a couple projects going today. First thing we're going to do is get some manure moved out of here. We're going to give you a little show off of the new tractor, and we're going to talk about some unfortunate events that happened while calving yesterday. See if we can talk about what happened, what I'd like to have done different, and maybe you guys can give me some advice, those of you that have done it before. So anyways, come on along, see what we can get into. Here we are. Here's the new beast. This was not an intended purchase, but I couldn't pass it up for the price. We'll talk about that later. First, let's give it some action shots. Well, here we are. Got her scraped up. At least they're not mid-length leg into mud. I don't know what he's all fired up about. Who knows? There's my little heifer calf. She's doing really well. Growing pretty good. This girl, I think, is like a day at most. She could calve tonight, maybe. She's got a good bag going. She's got a lot of mucus discharge. Her vulva's real loosened up. And she's just got that walk to her of don't feel good. Things are happening, whatever you want to say. But yeah, I think this girl's going to go. I'm probably going to get her into the maternity pen here. That'll be the next move. But yeah, like I say, I just like to get it cleaned up. Not perfect, but a little better than what they were standing in. Actually, a lot better than what they were standing in. So, all right, guys. So this is what we got going. Here's the new tractor. Story behind that is I didn't really want this tractor. The guy's been trying to sell me this tractor for like a year. He kept asking me to offer him a price. You know, if I went to, this is 90 horsepower with a loader. If I went to this size tractor, I really wanted one with a cab. So I kept kind of like, man, you tell me a price. I'm not going to buy it and sell it kind of thing, you know. And I just wasn't really excited about buying it, so I didn't give him a price. Then finally he had a couple of the local dealers come out, give him a trade-in price. He told me what the trade-in price was and said if I give him just a little more than trade-in, I can have it. Well, I looked up the last one of these that I could find. It sold at auction, sold in December, and it sold for almost a little over $10,000 more than what they offered him for trade-in. That had 1,800 hours. This has only got 650 hours. So, I mean, for almost 10,000 less than an 1,800 hour tractor, I bought this one. So just couldn't pass it up. So I don't know where I'm going to sit with tractors. This got 1,000 PTO on it. I think I'm going to buy a disc bind this year. So this might run the disc bind, do a little tillage work if I get a new field. I even thought about checking on putting a cab on it. I got such a decent deal on it, it might be worth it, but I don't know. We're going to see. But let's talk about that calf. This is going to get kind of lengthy, so watch it if you want. What I'm going to do is talk about what I saw with this calf, or with this cow, and what ultimately ended up happening. So, the day before she ended up going into labor and calving, what did I see? I saw a really loose vulva. There wasn't any discharge, but really loose. Her tail head was lifted up and off to the side. And from what I've been told, that is a real good indicator that she's close to calving. I went up to her a couple of times, kind of touched her, pushed on her a little bit, and she's friendly, but like kind of that friendly where, like, you know, you pet her a couple times and she walks away from you. Yeah, that day I was petting her, pushing on her, and she just kind of wanted to stand still. In hindsight, I really should have paid attention to these details and should have known that she was close to calving. So I thought, you know, I did think she's getting close, and but I didn't put her in the maternity pen. I said I had that day off. I thought I'm gonna watch her. Well, one point in time I was out headed across the laneway. I look at her out in the pasture, and I would have sworn that I saw hooves sticking out of her. So I jump off the tractor, cut through my fence, get shocked by the electrical fence, go take a look at her, and by the time I got up to her, I didn't see any hooves. And I thought, well, I must have been playing tricks on me, my eyes. Well, come to find out, I didn't know this at the time. Like I said, I'm all new to this. I'm trying to do the best that I can, but I guess, you know, you learn. Unfortunately, sometimes you have to learn at the expense of an animal. I'm sure that some people will think that's horrible, but I guess, I don't know. It is what it is. I do have a good mentor, but they can't stand next to you all the time. But anyways, I guess they can have hooves come and go, and that's a sign that you need to get in there and help them. So anyways, went up to her, thought I saw hooves. When I got there, no hooves. She was real uncomfortable looking, you know, and I wished I'd have got her right into the maternity pen. The maternity pen, I have a camera on that pen. I can look at it at any point in time. Like, I got a cow in that maternity pen right now. Last night, I probably woke up 4 or 5 times, turned on my camera, looked to make sure that she was doing okay. But anyways, I didn't put her in a maternity pen. I checked on her in the morning. She was standing, didn't look like she didn't have a bag on her, she didn't have hooves coming out, she was just standing. So I came back about 4 hours later and I found this cow dead. I got up to her, moved her legs, everything like that, real pliable. I mean, you know, I don't know, she died obviously within that 4-hour window. The calf, and I think I'm gonna attach a picture, just, I like to say, YouTube might not like it, but it is what it is. The calf's head was out to about the eyes, and both front feet were out. I really wished I'd have paid closer attention. All the signs were there. It's 100% my fault, and ultimately I lost an animal and a calf because of it. I don't know if I could have pulled this calf or not. So what I ended up doing is I took the calf with the front end loader and tried to pull the calf while the cow was dead, and I actually ended up picking up the cow completely with chains hooked on just the calf. So once I realized the calf wasn't coming out that way, you know, I knew when this cow died roughly. I knew that it didn't die of a disease. So I'm gonna I already turned that cow into burger because I'll consume it for myself. I'm not gonna sell it, but I know there's nothing wrong with that cow. I've shot 100 deer that have laid longer than that before they've gotten taken care of. I know that this is gonna be healthy, fine meat, and I can't let this cow completely go to waste. So anyways, I ended up opening her up, pulling the calf out from the inside, and I got her gutted, skinned, hung her, split her, and I weighed her out, and she weighed almost 860 pounds hanging. So if you look at the 60% thing, she's like 1,100 pounds live weight. She was a 2-year-old heifer weighing 1,100 pounds. So she had the age, she had the weight, the body size. When I pulled this calf, I was astounded at how big this calf was. I weighed this calf. The calf weighed 116 pounds. For a first-time heifer, that is huge. The last calf that we had weighed 71 pounds, and I mean, it's a 46-pound more calf, or 46 pounds heavier calf. I don't know if this heifer would have ever had this calf, even with me pulling it. I wish I could have gotten out there, and I wish I would have pulled. So at least then I'd know, but I don't know if I would have ever gotten this calf freed. I tell you, going forward, things that I would pay attention to and things that are going to trigger me to get a closer eye. This cow, we had her checked for twins. She didn't have twins, but she was massively bigger than everything else. Everything I've got's bred in about a 45-day window, so everything's roughly the same size. This cow looked huge. This heifer was huge, and I should have paid closer attention to that. I had her checked for twins. Once I decided she didn't have twins, I kind of thought, well, all right, we're good. I didn't think about the fact that she could be growing a massive calf in there. The other things I wish I would have paid closer attention to is her cues that were telling me that she's pregnant, she's in labor, she's having a hard time. I wished I would have trusted myself when I saw those hooves come out, and I wish I would have probably put her in hindsight, I wish I would put her in the head gate, reached in, got a hold of that calf, and done what I could to pull it. Worst case scenario, I would have ended up euthanizing the cow, pull the calf in an emergency section, and at least I would have had the cow in the same position and the calf would have been alive. I got medical training. I've actually done an emergent episiotomy with a human baby. I know I could accomplish this if I had to, but in hindsight, I probably would have had at least my Amish neighbor come out, help me, if not a vet. Going forward, like I say, I'm going to pay a lot closer attention to these things. And I mean, I really do feel horrible. I'm sure there's some people here that are going to think that I'm horrible, but I don't know. You know, I'm learning as I go and trying to do the best that I can, but these are the things that I learned. Maybe somebody watching this is going to be able to take some of these things and move forward with theirs. But right now we got 3 more that are ready to go, and that'll be it for calving. I hope that that's my only learning experience as far as that kind of one goes, but we'll see. Anyways, if you stayed tuned to the end of this, I appreciate it. A lot of rambling. I'm just trying to relay this information to other people that might find it useful. And I appreciate the support. If you like this kind of content, like and subscribe. Hopefully the next video you see is going to be a live, healthy calf, and we can move forward and move upward from here. So thanks a lot, guys. Have a great day. Here's my girl that's in the maternity pen. She's got a decent bag going. Pretty swelled up. Vulva loosened up and everything. Tail head's still sitting straight. Pretty good side on her. But she's a 2-year-old heifer as well, so hopefully we have better results with this one than we did the last one. Got so lucky with the first one, just came out so easy, and this last one educated us a bit. But she's locked up for now. We got the camera on her, and we'll be able to keep a better eye on her here. Meanwhile, everybody else is enjoying not being in knee-deep mud. So that's it on the farm today. Definitely going to need a manure spreader here someday. Not this year, though. I'll leave you with a little girl my wife and daughter named Butterscotch. Good looking calf.